Hi everyone, welcome to the Dynamic Maths channel. We will be having a Q&A session with indices. To those who are not familiar with the Q&A series, it is a series where we discuss exam grade questions based on the topic of the video. In this case, we will be answering questions based on indices. Before we move on, I highly recommend checking out the previous video on a guide to indices. This will help to understand questions later in the session. As usual, grab a pen and paper and let's get started. Let's start with the first question. We have 2 to the power of 4 times 4 to the power of 3 over 2 times 1 over square root of 2 equals 2 to the power of k. Find k. The first step is to obtain the same basis for each term on the left-hand side of the equation. Let's convert each base to 2. The first base is already in 2. Let's convert the base of 4. The relationship between 4 and 2 is 2 times 2, which gives 4. Split up this number based on the relationship. You can also rewrite 2 times 2 to be 2 to the power of 2. Simplify this equation by using the multiplication law with the power. 2 times 3 over 2 gives you 3. We have changed from base 4 to base 2. Let's try this with 1 over square root of 2. Square root 2 can be rewritten as 2 to the power of half. We need to shift the 2 from the denominator to the numerator. By using the negative power rule, we get base 2 to the power of negative half. By using these two values, we substitute them into this equation. Then, by using the addition law, we can combine all the powers together. We can ignore 2 because the left hand side and the right hand side they have the same basis, and your value of k will be 6.5. Let's move on to the next question. Given 16 to the power of 2x plus 3 equals 8 to the power of 3x. Solve x. Let's see what 16 and 8 have in common. Let's start by splitting 16 to 2 times 8. It is still unsolvable. Can we modify 8 to be a simpler version? Let us try the same process with 8 just as we did with 16. We break it down to 2s. 2 times 4 gives us 8. Repeat the same process with 4 and we get we can simplify this equation to become index numbers. On the left hand side we get 2 to the power of 4 and the right hand side we get 2 to the power of 3. By using the multiplication law, we can multiply 4 into 2x plus 3 and 3 into 3x. Because both bases are the same, we can equate 8x plus 3 equals 9x. Now we solve for x. When we solve for x, x equals 3. Wait, sorry. It's 12. The lesson for this question is to reduce the base into a simpler form. There's a life lesson here. You can only eat an elephant one bite at a time. The elephant being 16 or 8 and the bite being 2. Here is the next question. We have this menacing equation that will take some time to word it all out. Yet we have to solve it. How do we go about it? A common technique would be to shift the denominator to simplify the equation. Let's shift x plus 4 and x plus 2 to the power of half from the denominator position. We get this new equation. If you noticed, the term on the left, we have x plus 2 terms. We can use the addition rule to simplify this equation. Half plus half will give you 1 and we get x plus 2. After that, we group all the like terms together and simplify the equation. The like terms I can see over here is x plus 3 on the left hand side and x plus 3 on the right hand side. We group them up on the left hand side. By using the subtraction rule, we can simplify this equation, this term, to be x plus 3. We have two quadratic equations on the left hand side and the right hand side. We expand these terms and solve for x. Our answer is x equals negative 13 over 3. At first, this equation seems to be very complicated, but when we group the like terms together and simplify using the index laws, we can simplify this equation and solve for x. In conclusion, we have solved 3 questions based on indices. By watching this video, you have increased your mathematical ability. If you like what you learned, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and remember to share this video with your friends.